are you still opening up a bag of fertilizer, pouring that fertilizer into your spreader, then going into your lawn, putting that fertilizer in your lawn and having absolutely no idea how much fertilizer you're actually putting down? Do you want to know exactly how much fertilizer that you're putting down on your lawn and having an easy way to be able to do that? Let me show you. Let's go. Let's go. Typically, that's what a lot of people will do. They'll open up their bag of fertilizer, they won't measure it, they'll pour it into their spreader, and then they'll go out there spread. And they won't have any idea of how much fertilizer that they're putting down in their lawn. Well, we're gonna correct all of that with one easy step. So the first thing that you're gonna need is your phone, and you're going to download the Turf Therapy app. As soon as you download that app, then you're gonna upload it, and you know what? Instead of me trying to explain it to you, let me have the man behind the magic tell you exactly what you need to do. Hey Turf, go ahead and take it from here, champ.
Bet. I got you, Polo. Let's go ahead and hop in the app. Obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is launch the app. When you land on the home screen, you got granular, liquid, therapy, journal, and settings. We're doing granular. So when you get into granular, there's three areas that you have to fill out: the product analysis, target rate of nitrogen, and the size of the lawn. Let's go ahead and start with the product analysis. We'll go with, let's say, 2404. That's a pretty common one that everyone knows. Now, when we get into the application data section, you'll see target rate of nitrogen. Well, you can also do target rate of phosphorus and potassium, but that's for another video. Just wanted to show it to you. So let's go with a 1/4 pound of nitrogen. That's an easy one, right? And then for the lawn size, let's go ahead and say we're working with 1,000 square feet, just to keep it simple. All right, so throw that in there. Now, you also have the option of adding the bag weight and the cost per bag if you want to watch your cost efficiency, right? But for now, we'll just hit the calculate button, and then you'll see we got the application rate. 1 pound of this product, 1.04 pounds of this product will yield you a 1/4 pound of nitrogen. Let's do another one. So let's start with one, the sneaky green as we call it, or 818. So we're gonna fill out the product analysis first, 818. Then target rate of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We're going with nitrogen, and let's roll with another 1/4 pound, just because I like that number. That's a good value, right? Then size of lawn, 1,000 square feet. Now let me show you what you could be getting if you took a little bit more time and added some additional information. Let's just say the bag weight is 40 pounds, right? The cost per bag is, I'm making numbers up here, so $37 and let's say 85 cents. How about that? And then we'll hit calculate again. And then once we hit calculate, we not only have the application rate per 1,000 square feet, but you also have the total amount that you need, how many bags you need, and your estimated total cost. So I think that's pretty cool. And of course you get the application analysis for everything else. And it's that easy, just that easy. All right, Polo, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And it's that simple, you all. But hold on. Turf showed you how to put that information into the app. I'm gonna show you how to put the fertilizer into the bucket. Let me show you. So the example that he gave you was for a 1/4 pound of nitrogen going down on 1,000 square foot, and you were going to be putting down 3 pounds of this 818. So the first thing is getting you something that's gonna be big enough to put your fertilizer in. This is what I normally use to put my fertilizer in when I'm in the field, just a regular old bucket. Now this is what I use to weigh the product that is in my bucket. Now this here is for weighing fish, but since I don't want to carry around a scale from property to property, and this thing here is easier to put away, I'll just go ahead and use this. Now I got this from Walmart, maybe spend about 10, 12 bucks on it, back in the section where you can be able to get your fish hooks and things like that. But This thing here, it works for me. So according to the calculations, for me to be able to get a 1/4 pound of nitrogen on 1,000 square foot, I'm gonna need 3 pounds. So I'm gonna put 3 pounds of the 818 into the bucket. It is exactly 3 pounds. Now looking at this, it doesn't even seem like it's that much, does it? I mean, that's how much it is. 3 pounds of 818. So that was the measurements for 1,000 square foot. Let's say your line is a little bit bigger. Let's say it's 4,000 square foot. So we already know if we're going to be putting down a 1/4 pound of nitrogen of the 818, we're going to need 3 pounds per 1,000. So for this 4,000 square foot lawn, we're going to go ahead and imaginary divide it up into sections. We're going to need 3 pounds in this 1,000, 3 pounds in this 1,000, 3 pounds in this 1,000, and 3 pounds in this 1,000, which is going to give us a grand total of 12 pounds of product. Now let me put this disclaimer in there. All rotary spreaders are not the same. Some fertilizers that you get is going to have the name of the spreader on that bag, and it's going to tell you what number or what letter that you need to put it on. Then some fertilizers is not going to have any description on it at all. So just in case if you run into this situation when you're out there spreading your fertilizer and you don't know what number or what letter to put it on, just make sure that you put it on a low setting when you're out there spreading it. Make sure you go east and west. If you still have a lot left over, go north and south. The more that you do it, you will learn what setting that you need to put it on if the bag doesn't already give you the instructions on what you need to put it on to achieve what pounds per 1,000 that you're trying to put in your lawn. Another thing is, it could be a situation where you're putting down more than a 1/4 pound of nitrogen. Let's say you're putting down a 1/2 pound or 3/4 of a pound or even a pound, and your lawn is bigger than 4,000 square foot. One thing that you may have to keep in mind is you may need more than 1 bag of fertilizer. But of course, if you're doing everything in that app, the app will tell you exactly how many bags of fertilizer that you need. So if you want to make it easy on yourself, go to the Play Store, download the Turf Therapy app. When you upload the app, you want to put in your square footage of your lawn and how many pounds per 1,000 you want to go out with. When you do that, it's going to tell you how many pounds of fertilizer that you're actually going to need to put down on your lawn. And here's another tip. If you do not know the square footage of your lawn, then I made a video that is just for you. And in that video, I'm using a measuring wheel that I got from my local big box stores, and I show you exactly how to measure your lawn and get the square footage for your lawn. So if you don't know your square footage, make sure you go watch that video after you get done watching this one, so you will know what your square footage is before you start putting fertilizer down in your lawn. That about wraps it up, and I hope this video has helped you. This is your boy Polo with Polo Fields Lawn Service. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all in the next one.